Attention Social Security recipients. Big news. Your money could be in your bank overnight, starting this month. That's right. The government has confirmed faster deposits, and millions of Americans may see their payments a day earlier than expected. If you rely on Social Security for bills, groceries, or essentials, you cannot afford to miss this update. Stay with me because I'm going to break down exactly who gets paid by morning, how to know if it applies to you, and the crucial steps to make sure you don't miss a single dollar. Attention Social Security recipients. If you rely on these payments to cover your monthly expenses, you need to pay very close attention because there is an important update that could directly impact when your money lands in your account. According to the Social Security Administration, some payments are now being processed overnight, meaning that funds could appear in your bank account earlier than the official payment date, sometimes as soon as the night before. This is not a minor change. For millions of Americans who depend on Social Security to pay bills, rent, groceries, and other essentials, having access to money even a few hours earlier can make a big difference. However, it's important to understand exactly how this works, who qualifies for overnight deposits, and what factors affect the timing, because not everyone will see the money at the same time or in the same way. The first thing to understand is that the Social Security Administration has always had a staggered payment schedule, which is designed to spread out payments across the month based on the recipient's birth date or other eligibility criteria. This system helps the government manage the enormous volume of transactions each month, but it also means that the exact time your funds reach your account can vary significantly. Traditionally, payments were posted early in the morning on your scheduled payment day, but with the confirmation of overnight deposits, some banks are now able to post these payments late at night, essentially giving beneficiaries access to their money before the official day. For some people, this could be as early as 11:30 p.m. or midnight on the day before their payment date. While this may seem like a small adjustment, it can have a real impact for anyone counting on timely access to these funds. Bank processing schedules play a crucial role in this. Each financial institution has its own internal rules for posting incoming payments. Some banks process government transfers immediately upon receipt and make the funds available to account holders late at night, while others hold them until regular morning hours. This means that two recipients scheduled to receive payments on the same day could see their money at different times depending on their bank. It's a subtle difference, but for someone who relies on Social Security to cover urgent expenses, even a few hours can matter. For example, if your rent or mortgage payment is scheduled for automatic withdrawal at 12:01 a.m. on your scheduled payment day, seeing your Social Security deposit appear the night before could prevent potential overdraft fees and give you peace of mind. On the other hand, if your bank posts the deposit only in the morning, you'll need to ensure that your account has enough funds to cover automatic payments until the deposit appears. The type of payment you receive also affects timing. Retirees, disability beneficiaries, and supplemental security income (SSI) recipients may not all experience the same overnight processing. Each payment type is managed slightly differently, which can result in variations in the timing of deposits. For example, standard retirement payments may appear overnight for many banks, while SSI payments might still follow a slightly different schedule depending on your state and the bank handling the transfer. It's essential to know exactly which category you fall into and confirm whether your payment type is included in this overnight deposit update. Without this understanding, you might expect your money to appear early and find that it does not, which could cause unnecessary stress or confusion. Another key factor that determines timing is your scheduled payment day. Social Security sets payment days according to the birth date of recipients, spreading payments out over the month. Those with birthdays in the first 10 days typically receive payments on the second Wednesday, those in the middle of the month on the third Wednesday, and those born later in the month on the fourth Wednesday. With the new overnight deposit process, recipients scheduled for early in the month might see funds appear late the night before their official payment day, while others might continue to receive payments during the normal morning hours. Understanding your specific schedule is critical to avoiding confusion and ensuring that you know when to expect your funds. While the confirmation of overnight deposits is exciting news, it's important to remember that this does not guarantee that everyone will see their funds early. Technical glitches, bank holidays, weekends, and internal bank processing policies can all influence the exact timing of deposits. For instance, if your scheduled payment day falls on a weekend or federal holiday, the overnight deposit may occur a day earlier or later depending on your bank's policies. This makes it essential to plan carefully, monitor your account regularly, and avoid assuming that funds will appear at a precise hour. Being proactive ensures you won't be caught off guard if the deposit timeline shifts slightly. Many recipients are understandably thrilled about this update because it provides a small but meaningful advantage for managing monthly bills. Early access to Social Security payments allows people to pay bills sooner, avoid late fees, and ensure that automatic withdrawals for essentials like rent, mortgage, utilities, and medical expenses are covered on time. However, it's important to approach this with caution. Some people may assume that all funds will always arrive overnight and plan spending accordingly, only to find their bank posts the deposit during standard morning hours. This could potentially create financial stress if not anticipated. Knowledge and preparation are key. Understanding your own bank's policies, your specific payment type, and your payment schedule can make a significant difference. The Social Security Administration has clarified that this overnight processing is an operational adjustment aimed at improving accessibility and reducing delays, but it should not be interpreted as a new entitlement or a change in payment amounts. Your Social Security benefits remain the same and eligibility requirements have not changed. What has changed is simply the timing of when funds may appear in your account, giving some recipients earlier access to their money. For those who have relied on receiving payments strictly in the morning, this may feel like a welcome improvement, but it also requires vigilance. Checking your account regularly and knowing when to expect deposits will help ensure you are fully prepared and avoid any unexpected surprises. Automatic payments are another important consideration. Many Social Security recipients rely on automatic withdrawals to pay rent, utilities, insurance, or other recurring bills. Overnight deposits could potentially lead to these payments processing slightly earlier than usual, depending on your bank. This could be advantageous for some but risky for others if the timing of withdrawals and deposits does not align perfectly. Monitoring your account and confirming deposit timings is essential to avoid overdrafts or missed payments, particularly in the first few months as this overnight system is fully implemented. It is also important to understand that the Social Security Administration and banks operate in separate systems. The SSA sends payment instructions to banks in batches, and banks then apply those instructions based on their own internal processing rules. While the SSA has confirmed overnight processing, the exact moment funds become available in your account depends entirely on your bank. Two individuals with the same payment date, living in the same area and receiving the same type of benefit may see deposits at different times simply because of how their banks process incoming funds. This is why it's crucial to verify your own bank's policies and set expectations based on your institution's practices. For recipients who are still receiving paper checks in the mail, it is important to note that this overnight deposit process does not affect those payments. Paper checks continue to follow traditional mail timelines and will not arrive early. This is another reason why switching to direct deposit, if you haven't already, can be highly beneficial. Direct deposit is faster, more secure, and now eligible for overnight processing in many cases, giving you quicker access to your funds and more flexibility in managing monthly expenses. The broader goal of overnight processing is to enhance convenience and accessibility for Social Security beneficiaries. Millions of Americans depend on these payments every month, and even a small improvement in timing can have a meaningful impact on financial stability, planning, and peace of mind. While overnight deposits might seem like a technical adjustment, for many recipients, this change can provide a tangible benefit by giving them earlier access to funds, more control over their finances, and reduce stress around payment schedules. Ultimately, it's critical for recipients to be proactive. Confirm your scheduled payment date, check with your bank to understand how and when deposits are posted, Monitor your account regularly and plan bills with a buffer in mind. Even with overnight deposits, there may be variations, and being prepared ensures you are never caught off guard. By staying informed and taking control of how you manage your Social Security payments, you can take full advantage of this system and enjoy the convenience it provides. This update represents a positive step toward faster and more reliable payment access, but it also requires vigilance and awareness from every recipient. Knowledge, preparation, and careful monitoring remain essential. In conclusion, the Social Security Administration's confirmation of overnight deposits is an important development that could provide earlier access to funds for many beneficiaries. Factors such as your bank's processing schedule, your type of payment, and your scheduled payment day all influence when the money will actually appear in your account. While some people may enjoy access late at night before their official payment day, others may still see payments posted in the morning. Staying informed, planning carefully, and monitoring your accounts will ensure that you can take full advantage of this update while avoiding any potential pitfalls. Social Security is a vital resource for millions of Americans, and even small improvements in timing can have a meaningful impact on monthly financial management. By understanding this update and how it affects you, you can better manage your money, meet your obligations, and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing your payments are coming when expected. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and seeing your Social Security payment already in your bank account, a full day earlier than expected. No waiting, no uncertainty, just instant access to the money you rely on for bills, groceries, and essentials. The Social Security Administration has confirmed a major change. Some payments are now being processed overnight, and this could affect millions of Americans. But here's the catch. Not everyone gets the early deposit, and the timing depends on your bank, your payment type, and even your birthday. If you've been counting on Social Security to cover your monthly expenses, missing this update could cost you time, money, or peace of mind. Stay tuned, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal exactly who gets paid by morning, how to check if it applies to you, and the simple steps you can take to make sure you never miss a dollar.